ready to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 26-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Finds him on the crossing route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix going to throw straight away. He finds Dotson left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Pistol snap here to Shuck. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. This game, Kate, that's his domain, and he is prepared to reign over it with an iron fist. Not going to give his assignment any space and playing tight man-to-man coverage. He knocks it away.
Chuck now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Flush down now to his left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't
and they're
help.
going to fake this one. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
I love the aggressiveness of that call. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, and the special teams on it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. To throw again here, it's Chuck. Here comes the screen for ETN. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun snap to Chuck. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays or discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Billy Bowman on for the Falcons' return. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
One only good for a couple. It's second down.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Shot working from the gun. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's shot, 1st and 10. Good strike downfield to Olave. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. He cuts it back right. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Fulk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 7.
It's all lined up. Fulk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. To throw, Shuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Shuck. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Tried to get it to Chris Olave. So that brings up 4th and long. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Penix. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Ready.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go. Pack the 60s.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
That's completed out to the right. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Holmes now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, they need 7. To the air with Penix. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down. Here's Penix to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. Firing it deep, left side. They connect on the deep shot. And they are all the way into that red zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
We've set a downs from 37. Running back sent in motion. Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Starting the half with Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And working a couple yards past the line. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Penix. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down give to Robinson. He does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Nice punch here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Looking quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Chuck. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Dialing up a receiver screen. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away, and that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
He gets it to Fant. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So 1st down from the 41. On play action, here's Shaw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing, Chuck. That one's cut along the left sideline. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and goal, they're going option. ETN does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after from Smith is good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. He dodged the tackle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. And he's looking to run with it. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd and 1. It's Penix. Chased out to his right. They did it! He made the interception! Into the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
You know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb. In quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, they can make you pay just as he did.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Holmes now to return. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. they turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
At the 42-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. Oh, big moment here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He's going to have them up to that 23. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Now he's past the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Kate, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
With the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Holmes now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Drive starts with an option, right side. The pitch is to Etienne. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A 28-yard pickup there. And That's good for a Saints first down.
That's just what happens when a pitch is called and perfectly counters what the defense is doing. Able to seal that edge, get outside to the right flank, and the running back knew what to do.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll run here on first down. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Shuck. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll bring out the punter here. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On the shotgun, Penix. That's Dotson with the catch out right. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. He'll look to throw it. Complete. It's for John Robinson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Robinson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense,
And he breaks the tie. That could win him this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 35.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. We'll take this at the 10. Making some progress here. A nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it. First down now, ball at the 33. Officials signaling timeout. We've got whistles, time left for one snap, and while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. First down now, ball at the 33. They've got a man in motion. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.